Okay.
Oh wait, I'm changing it.
We got 5 more to go. Let's try to get through these 5 today. Alright, the basics on these are A. Hey, that's supposed to be writing.
You didn't choose color, man. How are you supposed to write when you have no color to write with?
Aha. Angle, side, side. That doesn't work. Right? Yes. Angle, side, side doesn't work unless it's a right angle.
That's always right.
Only when it's at right angle. When it's at the right angle, it works.
Oh.
Ah, there we go. Okay? Otherwise, no. Okay? That's not going to happen.
Am I supposed to write this down?
So, yes. But what does work, instead of angle side side, is HL. Okay? Hypotenuse leg. Okay? Hypotenuse leg. And another one that works is side angle side. Okay? And that's the side, the angle, and then the side. Okay? And another triangle congruency is angle side.
What's HL stand for?
Hypotenuse leg. And there's a hypotenuse because there's a right angle. It's a right triangle. Okay? So that's why you use HL on right triangles. Now, these could be any triangle. HL has to be a right triangle. Okay? Alright, so we got side, we got angle, side. Oh, we got a beautiful one. Side, side, side. Right? And there's one more. Aha. Can you think of it? One more.
SSA?
SSA? Close. That would be ass backwards.
Or the SA?
Huh?
Or the SA?
Oh, so close. That would be AAS backwards. I thought you were going to say it though. I thought you were going to say it. ASA. Did someone say that?
Oh, shit.
Angle, side, angle. These all work to prove congruency. What they're saying is, if the hypotenuse is congruent to another hypotenuse, then the two angles are congruent. In other words, if this hypotenuse is congruent to this hypotenuse, and this leg is congruent to this leg, then these two are congruent. Okay? That's not congruent. What am I tripping on?
Holy moly,
They're congruent, it's just I didn't write the right sign for congruency. Congruency looks like that. It's an equal sign with the little squiggly N over the top of it. The tilde. I think you're right. Alright, side angle side. Let me change color so it doesn't get too convoluted. Side angle side says, hey, if I got this triangle, whatever triangle it might be, and this other triangle, whatever triangle it might be, right? And hopefully they're congruent only if, right? If this side is congruent to this side, this angle is congruent to this angle, and this side is congruent to this side. Does that make sense? Side, angle, side. Right? So if they are, then that is congruent. Angle, side. Okay? Then let's change the colors again.
Dang, you learned so much if you pay attention.
It's awesome, huh?
Yeah.
Okay? With angle side, right? If I have an angle, and it's congruent to an angle, right? And then I have a side, and it's congruent to a side, and then I have an angle. My bad. An angle. See how it says angle, angle, side, angle, angle, side? That's how you have angle, angle, side. They have to go together. Alright? I can't go backwards, right, to make it happen. I can't go side, side, angle like that. That doesn't work. They go together. One comes after another.
Fascinating.
Another one is side, side, side. Okay? And that's when this side is congruent to that side, this side is congruent to that side is congruent to that side. Then these two are congruent. By the way, what does congruent mean? What does it mean to be congruent? The same. Yeah, the same. Okay? Alright, and then the last one. Let's change color one more time. The last one. This is when we have an angle, side, angle. Right? So let's go with this funky one again. I like that. And then let's go like this. That's pretty funky. Yeah. They look funky.
Okay.
Funky Comatina. Right? So I'm going to go angle, and that's going to be congruent to this angle. Right? And then side. Let's go this side. Well, that would have to be congruent to this side, right? And then the angle would be this. You see how those angles, so it's angle, side, angle. Angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. And that's how we know that they're congruent. That's it. So, when I go up to here, and it wants to know the angle postulate, well, there's one thing I know for sure. If you check this out, do you see anything that's sharing a side? Two triangles that share the same side. You see this right here? That side is being shared, right? By both triangles. Does that make sense? What we call that is a reflexive law. And reflexive tells me that DB is congruent to BD. And that makes sense, right? BD and DB, they're congruent. They're the same. I just wrote it backwards, right? So that means that they are congruent to each other. Now check this out. This is the cool part right here. See, this is a side, this is an angle, and this is a side, right? What do you think that is? Is it angle, side, side? Or is it side, angle, side? Or
Side, angle, side.
yes, it is side, angle, side. Remember, it has to start and go. So they started here and they went straight around to there. See how they're connected to each other. They make up the angle. The two sides made up the angle. And that's what we call side, angle, side. And that's all I need from you.
That's all you need. That's the answer.
That's the answer. Isn't that beautiful?
That's beautiful.
All right. Next. What about this one? It's a right triangle. See this square right here? This is telling me that they're right. This is telling me that it's right. Okay? But that doesn't look like a square. Sorry. So there's a square right there. Right? The square is saying that it's a right angle. If it's a right angle, I'm going to be looking for this guy. Right? Right away. Because I only need two things. I need the hypotenuse. And the hypotenuse is across from the right angle. Is that congruent to the other hypotenuse? Yes. Okay, so I have the hypotenuse. What about a leg? Any leg. Is any leg congruent to the other leg? So it shows here and here, right? So I have hypotenuse leg. Is that simple? Okay. All right. quiz, real quick. Are these two triangles sharing a side, and which side are they sharing?
The bottom.
Yeah, so what you would call that DB, right? Yeah, the bottom. It's kind of the top of this one, but yeah. The bottom, right? That was you seeing? No? Different? Okay. So, but do you see it now? That this triangle shares this triangle with that side. Do you see that now? Does that make sense? That the green is being shared between the red and the blue. Does that make sense? Better? Okay. So, the red and the blue are being shared by the green, meaning reflexive. And all I write is reflex too. I mean, I'm writing it all out right now, but I just write reflex. And that's fine. And that means that DB is congruent to BD. Okay? All right, that's cool. That's cool. Now what? Well, I know that this side is congruent to this side, yeah? And I also know that this side is congruent to that side. Is that correct, right? And is there an angle in there somewhere?
Yeah.
Wasn't there an angle? I think I covered it up with all this writing.
Pretty sure they're in the
There they are, right there. What? Craziness. Okay? So there's an angle, congruent to an angle, right? A side to a side and the other side, right? So I have side, right? Angle, side. So it's side, angle, side. And then what kind of transformation would that be called if I just flipped it? Mirror? What would we call that? Reflection. Good. Sorry, I don't know how to spell. Reflection. Right? Good thing I'm recording me not knowing how to spell. None's better than that, right? All right. Last one. Not last one of the day.
Damn.
Last one on this page. All right. What's left?
24.
So I have an angle. Nice. You get it. How many see angle, side angle? Is that making sense now? Is that making sense? Angle, side, angle? Because you have an angle, and you have a side, and then you have an angle. So, angle, side, angle. And then you said translation. Beautiful. Translation. Because we're moving it. Oh, hello. We're moving it. We're sliding it, right? So there's dilation. There's translation. Dilation, making it bigger or smaller. There's translation, moving it, just sliding it, right? And then there's reflection, and there's also what we call rotation. So it would rotate around. Okay? That's it. Very good.